It's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rose-Hulman for basketball on a Tuesday night. We're at the home of the Fighting Engineers. This, by the way, is the Rose-Hulman Round Robin, and we're down to the finale of the three teams. Tonight it features the Big Blue of Millikin coming into 5-6, winners of their last two, and, of course, the host Fighting Engineers, Rose-Hulman coming in at 3-6, losers of their last three. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group. Building better futures, one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for delicious food? Burtner Electric, providing quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker Local 374. We're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And by the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Watch the best Division III basketball on HCAC.tv, where you always have a front row seat. Troy Dergowski, Coach Myers with us tonight as well. Final game for Rose-Hulman for 11 days, I believe. And boy, they'd love to come out of here with a win tonight.
Well, the weather's a little bit frightful.
I actually think it's pretty nice right now.
We had snow the other day.
Yeah.
You're still wearing shorts, so it can't be really cold. But, yeah, good ball game tonight. Coming off Sunday's a little defeat. Got to get better a little bit. Got to talk to Coach. He says we just got to sustain the lead. We got to learn how to take care and go step by step and not panic. And, you know, they'll get it done. You know, they're looking forward to finally getting out of school. They had one more day of school, and then they're done until, like you said, January 30th, and we're back here for that game, for the Anderson game. That's a conference game, a big conference game as well. But tonight, Millikin is, you know, they played at 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, had to kill a lot of time today. We've done those road trips as coaches, and, you know, you say, well, stay in your hotel room until 11. We're going to have a walkthrough at 11:30. Then we're going to have lunch, and then we're going to go see a movie. So they had to kill a long time today. And I'm sure they'll be ready for this game tonight, too.
Yeah, Big Blue, by the way, they won their last two. They beat St. John Fisher 78-69. They got balanced scoring in that game when you look at it. And when we looked at the potential starting lineups for tonight's game,
threw us off.
It was off, and I'm not sure who's going to start, but I'll leave that up to you to tell me.
I don't either. You know, I'm going to highlight three players, and two of those kids aren't even in the lineup. But you look at JT Welch, he leads the team in 14.1 average, not in the roster for the starting lineup. Nathan Sugar averages 13.1. He's not in the starting lineup. Chase Travis is in the starting lineup. He's averaging 5.8 rebounds a game. So maybe it would be a quick exit interest. I have done that before to maybe get attention to some players. Maybe
Yeah.
that's what this is about. Who knows? All I know is they're very well balanced. They run up and down the floor very, very quickly. So the shot clock I don't think will be a problem for either one of these teams tonight. Should be a lot of fun game to watch them.
And they do have some size, too. That'll be interesting to watch tonight.
Yes, sir. They really do. And you look at their size. If they go inside out, they can dominate the boards as well. Rose-Hulman has to get them off the board, get a rebound, outlet. And if you look at McGowan or Bradley Harden, that's who you want to have the ball. Harden leads the team in minutes with 254, 12 steals, 29 assists. So he'll give them the ball. And we see McCowan go off in this gymnasium, and maybe that's what he needs to do tonight.
All right, when we come back, we'll talk more about the Fighting Engineers, where they stand right now. Got to remind you, everybody kind of looks at them and goes, why are they under 500? But you got to remember, they have 13 freshmen on the roster, and that's big.
The other thing, he doesn't play any weak teams.
Yeah.
I mean, these teams that they have played are strong teams. They'll get you ready for that tough HCAC conference tournament.
Yeah, and by the way, after tonight, all the games HCAC related. Yep. We'll come back, talk about the Fighting Engineers coming up next, right here on RHIT.TV.
So my goal is to get involved in space industry and learn about what lies beyond the Earth's horizon. I came across Rose Rocketry. I saw, hey, they're doing some really cool stuff. They're building rockets. I really grew a lot being as part of the team. Last year, through Rose Rocketry, I was able to attend SED's Space Vision 2022, which was a student conference for people who want to get involved in space. And I was able to go to Washington, D.C. and talk to so many people within the space industry who come together and say, this is what the next goals for space are. Being at Rose, I was able to hone my engineering skills to push myself to get involved in the field further and learn about all these different opportunities. And I don't think I would have really gotten that at a bigger university.
Back once again here at Rose-Hulman. Great to have you with us on a Tuesday night for the round-robin final game. As we mentioned, Millikin and Rose-Hulman. Now, Rose-Hulman, they end up losing their contest to St. John Fisher 73-63. The bottom line in that game, Coach, and you know this, they just did not shoot as well. If they shoot, they are in the 30 percentile, down in the 18 range percentile in the three-point shooting. If they can improve tonight, they got a chance to win this game.
Also, they were in that game until about 4 minutes with 4 minutes left. I think they ran out of gas. Maybe not, but big shots also by that St. John's team.
Yeah.
Their balance as well. They're pretty big. In fact, everybody in this round robin are really going to make some noise in their conferences.
Yeah.
So, you look at that. Then Millikin turns around and beats those kids. And, when you have a 7'2" guy and pretty big.
350?
Yeah, it's a pretty big boy. Nick and I was talking about it before. I said, what do you do? He says, you can't move him.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting ball game.
Well, we do know that Miles McGowan, you mentioned him a little bit ago. We saw him light this gym up in a very tough loss not long ago against Mount St. Joseph. But he had over 30 points in that game. He is still playing well despite having that brace on the knee. He's going to be the go-to guy.
16.4 per game, 6.9, I'd say 7 points on rebounds, 7 rebounds a game. Get this, Troy. He is 5th in the conference in scoring and leading conference in a field goal percentage at 61%. I shot 16% at Thomas Carr High School in 1979, and I never got to play. He's shooting 61%.
You wanted to play at 16%?
Buddy, I wanted to play at 4%. I never had a kid. And my coaching career is at 61%.
That we know. I didn't realize you shot that well in high school, but now we might go back and look at the record books.
Give me the rock, and that's what we played with a rock, me and Fred Flintstone.
You didn't have any problem shooting it. You had a problem making it. That's probably the difference,
It's
right?
hard to shoot the basketball when you're the last guy on the bench.
That's true, and you never get in.
Nope.
Beside looking at Miles McGowan. They're going to be, at least from what we are told now, 3 freshmen starting today for Rose-Hulman against a senior and junior-oriented team. That's really a tough task, but their coach really feels believes in these freshmen.
Yeah, and I think, when you start those freshmen, what you're doing is you have so many on your team that you got to get them ready for conference play, and it might as well be real soon. Yeah. So it might as well be today, because the next time you play is a conference game. Who knows? These kids come off the bench and make a big difference, because I'm telling you, they're not looking past this game, but they want that conference.
Yeah.
And it'd be interesting to see what these freshman kids will do.
By the way, you don't want to have this much time off and then turn around and, like you say, play Anderson in your first game back. There are 3 other games going on. In fact, we might try to get a score of the Mount St. Joe Kenyon game. That was today at 3. Asbury and Hanover today was at 3 o'clock. If we get those numbers, we'll pass those along. And, in fact, even Manchester and Stevenson, those 3 games should be complete. We'll try to get those to you before we go off the air here tonight. But Transy, Hanover both at 4-0. Anderson, Manchester, Franklin at 2-1 in the conference. Mount St. Joe at 2-2. Rose 1-2. Bluffton and Earlham 0-4. Defiance at 0-3. We'll come back. The tip-off starting lineups next right here on RHIT.TV.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity, and that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your students to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Since we're there for you.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
So starting lineup right there for the Fighting Engineers. We're ready to get this one underway. Coach, keys to this one tonight.
Home court advantage, take care of it. Work the ball to the best player on the court. Shoot the ball well. Rebound. Get them on your back. Shoot free throws.
Starting tonight for Millikin. By the way, did you do them all, or did I miss something?
No, I got it all.
Okay, good.
If it keeps on snowing, though, I need you to shovel my car out.
I think you're okay for a couple of days at least. Welch, Bond, Ott, McLean, and Livingston starting tonight for Millikin. And for the Fighting Engineers, Harden, Ritchie, Jennigans, along with McGowan and Studemeyer. Big 44, Frazier, Ott. 11 points in the win yesterday. Tip will be one, and it will be the Fighting Engineers with the basketball first. They only shot 18% in their loss to St. John Fisher from three-point range, hoping to change that tonight. Here's Harden, the spin, the shot on the way, everything off there, and the rebound pulled away by Livingston. So first chance here for the Big Blue. JT Welch leads the team in scoring at 14.1 points per game. Keep an eye on him throughout the night. 4 out, 1 in lineup. That's big 44 Frazier Ott down on the low post. Ott at 6'8", turns inside, loses it. First turnover for the Big Blue.
Run the floor.
That is Studemeyer with the basketball. We'll find Harden out front, gets the high screen by McGowan. Step out three on the way by Janegas, no good. The tip out into the hands of Studemeyer. His three is on the way, missing it. McGowan got caught up underneath. Coming away with it will be DeMarcus Bond.
You can tell they're going to let him play a little bit underneath the basket. It's going to physical.
The throw inside, basket good by Frazier. I'd give the assist there to McLean. Ott averaging 6.5 per game. Here's McGowan, double team. They'll try to get it out of his hands. Bounce past Janegas underneath. Reverse layup, no good. Rebounded there by Ott. JT Welch. Ott able to hand off and give it now to McLean. And here's Bond. Again, we mentioned this is an upperclassman team here by Millikin. 9 on the shot clock. Here's McLean on the drive, the kick out. The wide open three on the way is no good by Bond. The rebound by Ott. Pull the ball on the floor. It looks like we may have a jump ball, and we do. Possession arrow in favor of Millikin.
Going to reset the shot clock to 17.
Officials make sure they let both coaches know. Kramer Soderberg, the head coach at Millikin. Nick Sales, the head coach for Rose-Hulman.
A little wet down there. Early in the game.
That's a job you need.
Okay.
Put a headset on, be kind of like a sideline reporter.
I could do that. Yeah.
Get in there in the action. Mentioned the shot clock reset at 17. Welch will work the point. Here's McLean. He's out of St. Louis. Entry pass down low, a double team. Turnover number 2 now for Millikin. Fighting Engineers quickly get it up the floor. Janigans for 3, good. Janegas, a freshman, his first three-pointer of the night. And Rose-Hulman leads it by 1.
Stepped right into that. Good play.
Well, and that's got to give him some confidence. And we mentioned just shooting 18% in that loss yesterday. Nice to come back.
How about the bench? Kind of enthusiastic tonight.
Yeah.
Nice to hear.
Shot clock at 8. This is Livingston driving down the lane. Got away with the travel. No, he did not. Third turnover now by the Big Blue.
Official a little late on that whistle.
Well, he probably didn't believe what he saw. You know, we always talk about that. It's better to have a late whistle and get it right than an early whistle and not.
You're exactly right, Troy. That's why you were always late.
Yes. Here's Harden at the elbow.
Get it.
Janegas for 3, no. Long rebound dropped there by Bond. He'll receive it off the bounce. Lead it now to Livingston. There's Ott once again at 6'8". Nice pass inside, layup good by McLean.
Got to find out where he is.
McLean averages 7.6 per game. Back to a 1-point lead. Boy, look at the double team again on McGowan. Gets rid of it. Skip pass. Three-pointer no good by Studemeyer. Offensive rebound put back no by Rocco Ritchie. Here come the Big Blue once again. Coming up on 16 minutes. The drive by Welch. The kick in the corner. Good ball movement by the Big Blue. The spin. Left hand off the glass. Good by McLean. What a shot.
Nice little spin move.
McLean now with 4, the lead at 3. Studemeyer with the basketball, high screen by McGowan. Now it'll be Harden. 3-pointers on the way, short. Rebound Janigas, stripped out of his hands, stolen away by Welch. First turnover by Rose-Hulman. Good look here at Welch once again, gets the screen, pull-up jumper in the way, missed. Janigas with a rebound. Here come the Fighting Engineers. Rocco Ritchie, the drive.
Nice job.
McGowan inside, stripped out of his hands to Studemeyer. The drive by Harden, and a blocking foul will be called on Livingston. Timeout on the floor, 5:15 remaining, 6-3 Millikin.
So I started working on Babcock Ranch 16 years ago. We designed a sustainable community that is also storm resilient, and also it has a ton of flood control associated with it. It has 75 megawatt solar facilities on site, which will cover the entire 18,000 acre community. In September of 2022, we had Hurricane Ian. We had 150 mile an hour sustained winds for about 10 hours and 21 inches of rain. Babcock really had little to no damage at all. We were the only place in a 2-county area that had any electric or any available drinking water that did not need to be boiled. And Rose really prepares you to go out, think outside the box, and problem solve. And I think for any major at Rose-Hulman, that's what you're getting. You have the ability to go out and create something new and innovate and change the way that we live as humans today.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. They specialize in everything from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. 3 services, 1 solution. They do it all. For further information, give them a call at 317-396-1023.
Got to say hi to Greg Piper. He's in Florida on a little bit of vacation.
Good for him.
Also got to say hi to Landon. Landon's underneath the weather. We missed you, Landon. Get well. Get back here because we need you for the Anderson game.
Yeah, Landon Bundy a little under the weather. So
yeah, we need the popcorn, Landon.
Yes. After the timeout, Studemeyer with the basketball. In the lineup, Simon Blair now for Rose-Hulman, number 44. Also in the ball game, check this in a minute, Daniel Savovich. Studemeyer, 3-pointers on the way, missed it. Rebound by Blair. McGowan down low, working there against Nate Strotter, who's checked into the lineup. We got one more change, and there is a 3 from the top by Savovich. Each field goal so far, 3-pointers by Rose-Hulman. In the lineup as well will be Cole Lawrence now from Millikin, 6'8", 270. Here's a 3 on the way. That one's missed as Strotter can't get it to go, the sophomore out of St. Louis. Studemeyer now to Savovich. Savovich gets the high screen by Blair. The shot is going to be missed by Savovich. Here we go the other way. This is McLean. McLean takes the bump, kicks it out. Here's Welch. They'll pass up the 3 there. Look down low now to Lawrence. Lawrence draws the double team, lost it out of bounds, will stay home.
Great double team, great defense there.
Cole Pride comes in. That'll give Miles McGowan a chance to sit down. Also coming in will be Jacob Bullock, a 6'5" sophomore for Millikin. He's out of Bloomington, Illinois. Inbounding is McLean. At the elbow, good look at Strotter, and the 3 is going to be missed by Welch. Studemeyer with the basketball. They'll reverse it, give it back out front to Savovich. Studemeyer back to Pride, sets for 3, no. Well, they've hit a couple, but
2 of 12.
Not falling quite as much as they had hoped so far. Here's McLean, down the lane, left hand, shot on the way, good.
Nice little flip of the wrist.
He has
He's got
6.
Yep.
So far, JT Welch has not scored. Here is Rocco Ritchie for 3. That's missed. And McLean out on the run. McLean in the corner. Quick release on the 3 is no good by Strotter. And the rebound, Lawrence taken away there by Studemeyer. The drive by Savovich.
No call.
Yep, a lot of contact, and yet we got a foul going the other way against Simon Blair. Take a look at that one right there, and of course transition the other way goes nowhere, as you see back in the ball game. In fact, for the first time, Chase Travis, a 6'5 sophomore, now for Millikin. Frazier Ott is back in, so a very short time there for Cole Lawrence. Also back in, we mentioned Bullock along with McLean with the basketball, giving it off now to Travis. Shot clock down to 14. Well, I tell you what, Ott had a look there, and we got a traveling call against Bullock. That'll be their 4th turnover.
He takes the little waltz shuffle.
Can't do that, can you?
Not in this game.
No.
Some games you officiate with, yes, all the time.
I'd let him do it, yep. Give him an extra step or 2.
Come on.
Here's Simon Blair. Rose-Hulman down by 2. Blair he almost got away with the double dribble right there. Referee right behind him.
Catches the ball, let it hit the floor, then he double dribbled.
Yep. He dribbled one more time. So back over to Millikin. Coming up on the 12-minute mark. So far, neither team has shot extremely well here early in this one. Travis inside now to Bullock. Left hand good.
Got his first 2.
Averages just 2.7 points per game. Savovich coming off that screen from Blair. Drives, blocked shot. Nice block there by Strotter. That, by the way, Nate Strotter. Walter Strotter on this roster as well for Millikin, trying now to build on a 4-point lead.
I like the defense intensity.
Yep.
Threw it away.
Like that, too. That's 5 turnovers, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Millikin leads it by 4.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity, and that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your students to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Can't shoot the basketball very well. Back once again here at Rose-Hulman. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group. They're building better futures one story at a time. Locations in Indianapolis, Zionsville, Anderson, Columbus, and Lafayette. For more information, give them a call at 317-472-7600. Well, we talk about shooting coming in. A couple of threes made by Rose-Hulman, but overall, you're talking about we're nearly halfway through this first half. They're not shooting very well.
It's cold outside.
It is very cold.
It's cold in here.
It is a little chilly.
All we need is somebody to warm it up.
That's right.
So if we get somebody to warm it up, we'll get the field goal percentage. Millikin is 5 for 10 for the field and 0 for 4 from three-point line. Rose is 2 for 16 for the field and 2 for 11 on three-point line. But it's cold. It's going to be okay. We're going to warm up.
Okay.
On this possession,
all right.
We're going to warm up.
I am counting on it.
Let's go. Come on, Maroon.
Here is Bradley Harden, the lone senior on this team. Back in the lineup is McGowan. Into the lineup now will be Eddie Simon Jr. Now for Rose-Hulman, and also coming in, Troy McManus. The drive by Harden, layup good.
You can write it down that I said that.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
At the 11-minute mark. Boy, a lot of different faces in the lineup.
I love it, though. You got to find the mix.
3 the other way. Good. Nice shot. Tell you what, that was downtown there by Jacob Bullock.
That was down from Clay County.
He has 5. Rose basketball. This will be Simon on the shot. Missed it. And the rebound pulled off the floor there by J.T. Welch. See some more changes here for Millikin. Shot from 3. Can't get the roll there. That was Chase Travis. Simon quickly pushing it up the floor. McGowan has yet to score tonight. Need to get his offense going. Entry pass down on the low post. Here's Pride. Shot no good. Great block out that time by Bullock. Boy, that's a big-time steal right there by Harden. Harden drives in, and a blocking foul called against J.T. Welch. That's a good call.
It's a great call. Good foul, though.
Well, look at that, just stepping right. Great hands, though, there.
Watch
Harden.
this. If you are a young man, that's exactly what you want to do. Go to the basket. Make the official blow the whistle.
The only other thing I would have done there is I'd pull-up jumper. That's me, though, not you. You drive in.
I make an air ball. Harden hits the first one.
I noticed how you said that really quiet since it got quiet. You don't want everybody to know you shoot air balls.
Well,
McLean is back in. Also back in will be Lawrence.
We didn't get to play horse today in the production meeting. I kind of missed it.
Yeah, we should have done that. Harden's second free throw is good.
I like his approach at the basket. It's routine and it's consistent. It makes him very consistent on the free throw line.
Millikin leads it by 3. Back in the lineup, Walter Strotter. Boy, that big fellow there, Lawrence, can take up some space at 270. Baseline drive, the kick out. Bond forces up the shot, got it to go.
Wow.
His first 2. Had 12 in their win against St. John Fisher in that matchup. Harden gives up the basketball deep in the corner, and they're going to stay here. McManus, the freshman, will come out of the ball game. Studemeyer back in.
They have really tried to get McCowan in this game, but once he gets the ball in the post, there are 2 or 3 guys there. He cannot get frustrated there. He's still got to go make the attempt.
Yeah, he's been double teamed at least all night long, and now you've got Lawrence, who's at 270 and 6'8". He'll be a hard one to get around.
Yep.
Studemeyer, the high screen by McGowan.
How about that?
Harden.
Knock that down.
Studemeyer back to Harden. 3-pointers on the way.
Yes!
Good. 7 now for Harden, and there's another takeaway by Harden. 7 turnovers by Millikin.
Leads the team in steals, had 12 going into tonight's game.
4th turnover now for Rose-Hulman. Here is Bond. The kick out 3 on the way by Strotter is no good. It goes out of bounds, but last touch by Studemeyer.
Look at this.
Boy, drew the triple team, actually. So Millikin will inbound, 20 on the shot clock. High pass there, Walter Strotter. Here's Lawrence. Bounce pass intended on the baseline there for Nate Strotter, but it goes out of bounds. That is unofficial. I have them for 8 turnovers. Rocco Ritchie back in, and Simon will sit down.
He's played some numbers, hasn't he?
He has.
I like it.
Trying to find that combination.
Get that
still.
niche.
Well, I'm sure they're going to go into the next few days, get some time off, but they'll have to be ready to come back as Studemeyer drives, off-balance shot, no good.
Looking for the contact. There was no contact that happened there.
Millikin, the big blue, attacking the other way. Layup is missed by Bond, but he'll go to the line for two. We'll call that one on Jack Janagas, his first.
Coach thought he was there.
DeMarcus Bond at 89% from the free throw line, so he's pretty much automatic. Back to a three-point lead at 8:01 to go here in the first half.
That's what 89% looks like.
It does. It looks pretty. 4 now by Bond. Back to a 4-point lead. Janagas, the high screen there for Studemeyer. The step out. McGowan in the corner, and they'll work it back out front. Entry pass, and I think that goes off the foot of Rocco Ritchie, and it does. That's their 5th turnover. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 17-13 Millikin.
Are you an active athlete looking for enhanced performance, comfort, and recovery? Then Skins is the perfect choice for you. Our revolutionary sports compression product provides better oxygen flow in your muscles, helps reduce fatigue and pain from intense physical activity, allowing athletes to push their boundaries and perform better.
Skins helps keep everything, including you, on track.
So don't wait any longer. Get your Skins now and experience unbeatable performance.
Take your game to the next level with Skins.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Boilermaker Local 374. They can offer you a career as an iron shipbuilder, blacksmith, or general helper. For more information, contact the International Brotherhood of Boilermakers at 219-845-1065. Got to ask you, Coach, do you like the strategy of Millikin taking Miles McGowan away? And if other people beat you, that's kind of the mantra there, fine, but he's not going to do it.
Yeah, because McGowan is, averaging 16 points a game. You take 16 points away from him, someone has to step up. And if they don't, then, yeah, I think you're feeling pretty good about yourself right now.
Nate Strotter is the player with the basketball. Good look now at Bond. Well, the 8 turnovers already for Millikin. Nice give and go down the lane. Basket good by McLean, and he'll go to the line for 1.
I have McLean unofficially for 8.
Yep. That was a beautiful give and go. We're going to see a change here as Simon Blair is back in. Janagas will sit down. That last foul was called on Janagas, his second. So here is McLean out of St. Louis, and he missed it short. It's a 6-point lead. Rocco Ritchie with the basketball. I'm not sure who that was supposed to go to. I thought it was going to be Studemeyer, and he just threw it out of bounds.
Communication, got to talk.
So now 6 turnovers for Rose-Hulman as we come up on the 7-minute mark. By the way, Cole Lawrence back in the lineup as Millikin trying to build on that 6-point lead. 14 on the shot clock remaining. The drive down the lane. Contact, and tell you what, Nate Strotter had to kind of gyrate his body to get that one to go in, his first 2. Lead now at 8. Here's McGowan. Studemeyer. Boy, he got sandwiched in between 2 Millikin players as he goes to the floor. We'll take it out underneath. Walter Strotter, they say, picked up the foul, his first. He's averaging 13 per game. He has not scored. J.T. Welch averaging 14. He has not scored. And you mentioned McGowan for Rose-Hulman at 16 a game, and he hasn't scored. That's McGowan. They showed the double team, and he got rid of the basketball. Trying to get it to him again. He's being fought there down low by Bond.
But once he gets the ball, there's 2 to 3 guys that guard him.
Stoudemire, 4 on the shot clock. Here is Blair, off the glass, 3, no good. And here come the Big Blue once again. Trying to get this to a 10-point lead here in the first half. That's Lawrence. Down the lane and a foul call on the shot. That'll put Nate Strotter at the line for 2. Savovich will pick up the foul. That's going to be his first. And here is Nate Strotter at the line. Strotter at 57%, hits the first. Strotter had 14 in their matchup. In their last game, second free throw is missed. And McGowan comes away with it. Still now a 9-point lead here in the first half. High screen McGowan, Stoudemire. Savovich, baseline drive, and he stepped out of bounds. I know he wanted to get that baseline drive and kick it in the corner, but boy, you really got to be careful there on the baseline.
I will tell you, though, the defender was very smart of not giving him that baseline.
Yeah. By the way, out of the ball game now will be Miles McGowan, so he's going to get a rest. Cole Pride back in the lineup for Rose-Hulman. Nice pass inside. Layup good by Cole Lawrence, the 6'8", 270 post player. His first 2. Lead at 11 now for Millikin. Pride will go to Stoudemire. A lot of switching going on here, and then I see a lot of Millikin players fighting through those screens as well. Here's a 3 on the way, no good by Pride. Near rebound underneath by Blair. This shot on the way is going to be missed by Savovich. Stoudemire, the floater, no. And the long rebound now to Bond. They just cannot buy basket.
No, it's been a drought for a long time here.
Millikin under the 5-minute mark will slow down the tempo here. Lawrence now to McLean. Nice crossover by McLean. Feeds inside to Lawrence. Reverse layup good by the big guy. A 11-0 run. Timeout on the floor. Millikin leads it by 13. Rose-Hulman basketball following the timeout. Good look here at Savovich on the drive, blocked by Lawrence. Fast break back the other way. Here's McLean. McLean off the glass, good. Everything falling for Millikin. He's in double figures now with 10. Boy, Lawrence, a big difference inside at 6'8", 270. Biggest lead of the ball game now at 15. In the corner, Savovich for 3, missed it. Long rebound by Bond. Boy, Millikin hitting everything, as we said, and for Rose, they just can't get it to go in. It's just the bottom line of this one so far. Behind the back pass and a bad pass by McLean. 9th turnover, and then Rose-Hulman gives it right back. Down the floor pass, and the layup good at the other end by Bond. He has 6. Lead is at 17. Here's Harden. High screen there by Pride. Back in the lineup there, Rocco Ritchie driving, and the ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Pride. 9 on the shot clock in the corner. 3 is no good by Rocco Ritchie. Back the other way.
3 of 17 on the three-point basket.
Strider missed that one. The rebound by Simon Blair. The numbers favored Millikin, so Rocco, or should say Savovich, slowed things up. Entry pass stolen away by Lawrence. 9 turnovers now by Rose. And we've got a timeout here by Millikin, leading it by 17.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org.
Well, this thing ballooned fast here for Millikin, and really you have to just pinpoint the cold shooting. They came off that cold shooting in their last game. Speaking of Rose-Hulman, they've continued it here, and I think they're kind of a little bit frustrated right now, Coach, because the numbers show they're just not shooting well.
They're not shooting well in your home, and you would think you would shoot a little bit better at home. You know, they're getting the shots I think they want, just knocking them down. And there's some nights that are like that. You know, you just can't buy a basket. You just got to play through it, and shooters got to keep shooting.
Yeah, exactly. And let's be very clear about this again. It's not an excuse, but it is a fact. You've got 13 freshmen that you're trying to rotate in there. This game is different than high school. You don't go from high school to the college ranks, and you're playing a team that is very experienced in Millikin and think everything's going to be all smooth all the time either. So.
Yeah, and the thing is, Rose has a great coaching staff, and they know what they want those kids to do. And let me tell you, they will get the job done.
Yeah, they will. You got to be patient with freshmen. They always say the best thing about a freshman, they become a sophomore.
Yeah. Well, you know, Jerry does that with you. He's very patient with you a lot.
And that's why you carry me as much as you do.
You know it.
I appreciate that. Down on the low block, here is Frazier Ott. 9 on the shot clock. The kick out. The drive by Bullock. Bullock stops, tries to go inside to Ott. Ott gets the defender in the air and somehow laid it in. He has 4. So back the other way we go. Here's McGowan, double team down in the baseline. Kicks it out to Stoudemire. Boy, they are just hassling McGowan all over the place. McGowan, skip pass to Harden. Ball tipped in the air. Good hands out front there by J.T. Welch. Shot clock down to 9. McGowan's going to kind of feel like he's wearing 2 Millikin jerseys by the time he's done.
Sometimes even 3.
Yes. Stoudemire with 5. Fires and misses. That one rims in and out. McGowan with the offensive rebound, but a foul call on the floor. And they will get J.T. Welch for number 2. You know, sometimes you go home at night and all you're going to see now is Millikin jerseys, you know, surrounding you in your dreams, because it's amazing what they have done tonight, Millikin, to stop McGowan. McGowan trying to post up, but he's out far away from the block. There's the double team again. McGowan had a one-on-one for the moment. Stoudemire for 3 on the way, no. And the rebound pulled down there by Noah Livingston. I got to figure, when's the last time they scored? Speaking of Rose.
I'll try to get that to you.
It's a 17-0 run right now for Millikin. Down to a minute 12, and we've got a moving screen foul called. I think they got Bullock on that one, and they did. His first. Well, I know there's a running score on there someplace, and if you find it, let me know, because it's been a long drought here for Rose. McGowan setting the highest screen for Studemeyer. Harden for three. That's off the mark. Long rebound. It'll be McLean. McLean quickly down the floor with the left-hand layup. Good. Boy, what speed there by McLean.
I got him for 12.
He has had a big first half. Averages 7.6. 39 seconds on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock. Studemeyer, the high screen by Gabe Adams, who has checked in. Here's McGowan driving, gets cut off, tries to get some position underneath, gets his shot blocked twice. Ball tipped out. Studemeyer has one on the shot clock. It is off the mark, and boy, I tell you what, that defense really frustrating Rose-Hulman here tonight. Had to get it off quickly. We'll see a change here again for Millikin as Nate Strotter comes in, and Noah Livingston will sit down. 18.4 remaining. And it looks like right here Millikin will play for one to end out what has been a tremendous ending to this first half for the Big Blue. Around the perimeter. Shot from three in the corner. Rims in and out. Missed that time by Nate Strotter. 1 second remaining, and that will do it for the first half. A stretch for Millikin in which they dominated, and for Rose-Hulman, coach, and we'll just say it one more time here at this stage. It won't stay that way, I'm sure, for the second half, but that cold shooting just killed him.
Yeah, you look at the field goal percentage, and we'll look at the stats at halftime and the drought that they had, a long drought. But, you know, you come this way, you got to play two halves. You got to play the second half and just get better, improve.
Who is your guest here at halftime?
Jamie Bond is my halftime guest when she's going to come up with us in just a couple of minutes.
Okay, halftime score, Millikin. A 34-13 lead here at halftime. We'll have that special guest and stats coming up in a few moments. This is Rose-Hulman basketball on RHIT.TV.
Rose Rocketry was founded to put Rose-Hulman on the map for places to go if you're interested in aerospace. Rocketry is a club and a team for anyone interested in any aspect of hobby rocketry, aerospace as a career, or space in general. Rose Rocketry has several different pillars that we try to pursue for all of our members, one of them being the NASA USLI competition. The NASA University Student Launch Initiative is for college students and universities to get experience with high-power rocketry, get experience in creating proposals for NASA. They put us through the same rigorous process as they would all of their contractors. We write proposals, critical design reviews, we write flight readiness reviews, and then we can go and present all of our learnings to the NASA board and they can ask us questions. And having that kind of hands-on experience where you can point to it and say, hey, I want to work at your company. This is what I've done to show that I'm valuable to your company. I've built rockets before. I've written proposals for NASA before. Another part of Rose Rocketry is the research aspect. Because Rose Rocketry's goal is to help students pursue aerospace as a career, we want to try to encourage people in whatever field, in whatever subset of rocketry they are interested in. For example, we have a bunch of students working on what's called Rose Propulsion Laboratory, and we are able to provide them funding, even mentorship. Another aspect would be electric ion propulsion. We have a couple students who are really interested in in-space propulsion specifically. And then there's also SmallSat. Rose SmallSat has the goal of launching a nanosatellite, which is around this big, into orbit within the next 3 to 5 years. And this is a really ambitious project, and it wouldn't be possible without the support of Rose Rocketry. My favorite thing about Rose Rocketry is how open we are. A lot of our people that are the most active are freshmen. And that's fantastic because now these people are learning hands-on engineering skills before they even learn what engineering is.
It's sort of given me a preview of all the engineering that is to come, and it's sort of put me on the fast track of learning mechanical engineering. Failure modes, effects, and analysis. That's not something you really learn as a freshman in your academics, but learning it in Rose Rocketry means I can apply those concepts to my current classes, which really helps me excel academically and prepares me for future classes. One of the goals I have after graduation is to be part of the aerospace industry. Rose Rocketry has helped me prepare for that goal in learning the design process of the aerospace industry and learning the documentation requirements. And it's also given me the opportunity to step into a lot of design areas and a lot of manufacturing areas that I haven't been exposed to before. And I think Rose Rocketry provides that really collaborative and friendly atmosphere. We really learn to work with each other, especially across multiple majors. What's special about Rose is the ability to really get involved. If you have that initiative, you can pursue it. And I think that's exemplified by how joining this team as a freshman, I was able to be elected the vice president. I was able to make a real difference on the team. That experience is something that you really may not find at other universities.
Back at halftime with the score 34-13. With us now is Jamie Baum. Wears number 5, a junior. How about this, Jamie? You ready for this? Ranked first in three-point shooting in 2022. Can't beat that. Ranked 5th in steals in 2022. You ranked 5th in scores and playing in minutes. And you also, in your spare time, plays for the baseball team.
Yep.
Anything else you want to talk about what else you do? Do you sell popcorn at halftime or anything like that?
Well, I'm on both the baseball team here at the school now. I wasn't on it the past 2 years, but I tried out this year as a walk-on. And I also am twice 2-year on the USA Women's National Baseball team.
Just a normal day, Rose-Hulman University, Rose-Hulman for you.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about the women's program. Got a win the other day, getting better. Coaches are liking the improvement. Your take so far? I know you play Spalding on Friday.
Yeah, I think we just have a really young team. So for us, it's just about consistency. I think we have the players and the skill. We just have to be able to bring it every single day.
You look at the team, and the shooting was there the other day. You did some good shooting, but inside out, much better offensive flow of the game, wasn't it?
Yeah, once we can get our posts going and they become a threat on the inside, then it just opens up everything for all the guards as well.
And then defensively, you shut them down. They only shot 9. They were 9 for 49 for three-point line. Got the rebound, got out, and did a nice job running the floor.
Yeah, I think that's really been consistent for us this year has been our defense. Every game, I don't think we've really given up a whole lot of defensive points to other teams. It's just our offense that we really have to bring every single day.
Talk about how tough your schedule is, because you don't play any slouches. Every team is really, really good.
Yeah, I think that Coach Paul did a good job of setting up a strong preseason for us to prepare us, and there's obviously some tough teams in our conference with Transylvania, who's ranked top 5, I think.
I think they're like 2nd in the nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough task.
Definitely.
You can get it done though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Spalding is Friday. What are you looking forward to Friday and to Spalding?
I think just being able to, we're taking a break from school and classes so we can put all our focus into the game. And I think that we're coming off a really good game with good ball movement and a really good team win.
Talk a little bit about your degree. What are you studying?
I'm studying civil engineering. I'm a junior.
You looking forward to your senior year?
Yeah, I really am. I'm getting into more of the major-specific classes, so I'm really enjoying that.
And then talk a little bit about baseball. Last year you were the baseball manager. Now you're going to be playing second base. You got to love that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my time as a manager with the team and just wanted to be a bigger part of the team. And I think I could bring value, and the coach thought so too.
Talk about second base. Nice little mid-infield. What's your strength? I know you hit the ball. You said you hit the ball pretty well as well. What as a middle infielder, what are you looking for do for this team?
Especially as a second baseman, just really soft hands. Make sure you keep everything in front, and you'll always have a chance of throwing the guy out.
Throw them out. That's exactly. Hopefully we'll see in the spring in the tournament, right?
Yes.
Talk a little bit about campus life. It's still lively. When's the last day of classes?
We got class all the way until Friday, so the 22nd.
Yeah, she does that with a smile.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and, we deal with it.
What do in your spare time, what do you do? Hang out with your friends? What do you do on a typical Tuesday night instead of watching basketball? Where would you be doing?
Probably doing homework, but I like to do
Mom
other
and Dad
things.
really likes that you just said that.
I think they'd actually prefer if I were doing other things, but do a lot of homework right now. I also enjoy just doing other things like cooking. I really enjoy cooking. Anytime you can eat healthy and eat well, always good.
Healthy. You lost me at healthy food. No popcorn.
You got to have both. Good balance.
You saved me, Jamie.
There we go.
Hey, congratulations. Love to see you play. Looking forward to it. Your home game back. We'll have it right here on RHI.TV. Thanks for spending some time with us. By the way, Coach told me to tell you, great job on the baseball thing.
Thank you.
Good job. We'll be back.
A good engineer, a good mathematician, a good scientist can identify problems.
But in order to be a great scientist or engineer, you've got to have curiosity and you've got to have creativity. And that's what's going to set you apart.
You can't teach curiosity. You just need to encourage your student to be curious. Curious in anything that they do. Curious so that it brings out the innovations, the new ideas.
Since we're doing
here.
that one-on-one personal connection you're getting with the faculty, you don't get that a lot of places.
We are not just saying, here, go do this hard project. We are right there with them. We work with them.
The faculty are there for you.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org.
Welcome back to Rose-Hulman, and we're at halftime, 34-13. A big run coached by Millikin really kind of set this one where it is right now. And now Rose-Hulman's got to find a way to just battle back into this game and try to, again, take it one possession at a time, as they say.
You shot 12.5% in the first half. I mean, that is it's got to go in for you. It's got to go in for you. I'm pretty impressed, though, with the other points off turnovers. Not bad. In the paint, Millikin is dominating in the paint. But, you look at overall, you're not shooting the ball well. Yeah, you're down. But the odds are got to be for you to get back in this game. Defensively, they have not quit on defensively. Yeah. I mean, holding them to 34 points, that is not a bad deal in the first half.
When you look at the scoring, and we'll give you some of the numbers here in a moment, but think about this too. Millikin is shooting 63% overall. They're shooting just 12.5% from three-point range. They're 15-24 here tonight. You're talking about 14 of 16 inside, and that's a big difference there. And as you mentioned, with Rose-Hulman shooting just 12.5%, you're not going to win many games doing that, but now they got to find a way to battle back. Here's how the scoring went in the first half. Jaden McLean finished with 12. DeMarcus Bond had 6. Frazier Ott finished with 4. 3 by Nate Strotter. 4 points by Cole Lawrence. And 5 points by Jacob Bullock. On the other side, Rose-Hulman, they were led by Bradley Harden with 7 points. 3 by Jack Jenigas. 3 points by Dan Savovich, and that's it. The other number is you look at again, and you got to think about what they've done to Miles McGowan, 16 points per game, 0 here at halftime.
And he's had some touches, but once he touches the ball, and we've seen this, Troy, once he touches the ball, he draws either 2 or 3 guys on him. He throws it back out. They respond very quickly. They fight through traps and screens. Just a really good first half for Millikin. Rose-Hulman just need to work harder, get there, and do not panic.
Yeah, and they can't do it again. It's not going to happen in 1 or 2 possessions. They got to get stops at the other end. Maybe at some point you just don't shoot the 3 until you get a few of the 2s going, and then maybe you gain a little confidence right there.
The other thing is, and we said this earlier today, shooters will always want to shoot. Keep shooting the ball. Keep shooting the ball. It will go in, I promise.
We are ready for the second half, and we'll see how this thing will go. 34 points by Millikin in that first half, and we mentioned led by Jaden McLean with 12. By the way, they're doing this, speaking of Millikin, without J.T. Welch, who leads their team in scoring at 14 points per game. He hadn't scored. In fact, he hadn't really shot a whole lot in the first half. So you have both teams leading scoreless at halftime. That is very rare that you'll see that.
You're exactly right.
So Millikin ready to go here in the second half. Basketball will belong to Rose-Hulman to begin this second half of play. We mentioned that Rose will be off for several days. They will not play again until they take on Anderson right here. That'll be a 3 o'clock start time, and the rest of their schedule is all HCAC basketball.
And every home game, I do believe, we have it for you right here.
And that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more here at Rose-Hulman. So here we go, second half. Here's McGowan. There's your double team. He dribbles it off his foot, and it goes out of bounds. Turnover to start the second half.
Gets the ball, was going to post up, and 2 guys collapse.
And here's all that Rose-Hulman can do right now is they've got to press, try to force some turnovers here and get some easy baskets at the other end. This is Bond across the timeline. McLean gets the high screen from Ott. They're looking inside Ott, can't get it to him. So be Bond once again. Now to McLean, the double team, and he throws it away. 12 turnovers now by Millikin. Here come the Fighting Engineers. 3-pointers, no good by Jenigas. Long rebound to Jenigas. In the corner, Rocco Ritchie for 3, and he gets it.
Rocco!
By the way, 4 of their 5 baskets, 3-pointers. That was their first score in 10 minutes of actual playing time. Turnover number 13 by Millikin. Entry pass McGowan, draws the double team. Jenigas inside, gets fouled on the way up. I think they got J.T. Welch for his 3rd.
It is Welch's 3rd.
Well, that's got to give you some confidence. I don't care what. You hit that 3.
You feel good about yourself right now.
You do. And now you got a chance to get a couple of more right here. And you think, what's the big deal? Well, every time you can chip away at that lead, it makes a big difference. Jenigas now with 4. 3 of 3 from the line now for Rose-Hulman. Coming out of the lineup will be J.T. Welch. Nate Strotter is back in.
5-0 run here.
Sudden again, things start to look a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that defense, you can tell he probably told him, Coach told him at half, we're going to get down a guard in this one.
See what kind of gum they're chewing.
Nate Strotter. Off the cut will be McLean. Bounce pass underneath here to Ott. Between 2 defenders, lays it in. Nice play there by Ott.
Big body, doesn't he?
Yeah, he goes at 6'8". Not as big as Lawrence at 270, but he is 200 pounds. Lead back to 18. Rocco Ritchie with a left-hand drive. Here's Harden. In the corner, Stoudemire. Millikin's defense really does a great job of switching when they need to. Rocco Ritchie missing the three, and will head the other way. This is Bond. Driving is McLean, and it's knocked off his leg. Nope, they're going to say it was Stoudemire touched it last. Reset the shot clock at 20. Millikin trying to leave this round robin at 2-0, winning what they are hoping is their third straight. They had actually pretty good following here tonight.
They sure did.
Here's Ott. Skip pass, near corner. That'll be Bond. The drive by Livingston, the kick out, three on the way, good. Nothing but net there for Nate Strotter. He has 6 coming off that 14-point performance in their last game. Lead back to 21. Rocco Ritchie in the right wing, now with a left-hand drive once again, back out to Stoudemire. Here's Harden at the left elbow. 10 on the shot clock. Rocco Ritchie on the drive, down the lane, got hung up. They're going to call a jump ball. That'll go over to Millikin, and that'll be the 11th turnover now by Rose-Hulman. Into the lineup now for Millikin will be Chase Travis and also the big fella, Cole Lawrence. Here's the press again. Rose-Hulman at this stage trying to force some turnovers.
Nice trap.
McLean able to dribble out of it, though. Now they have numbers back the other way, and we've got a foul on McGowan, and that'll send Chase Travis to the line.
McGowan's first.
One thing about the press, coach, let's tell you, if you get beat by the pass, you got to sprint to the other end. And unfortunately, you had numbers that didn't favor you because you had 3 defenders back. Chase Travis out of Oldie, Illinois, just a sophomore. That's his first points of the night, averaging 8.8 points per game. Second free throw. We're under the 17-minute mark. Rocco Ritchie with the basketball. Harden. Now to Jenigas. Stoudemire stops, pulls up from 15, short. Rebound by Lawrence, and they're going to say Lawrence is guilty of the foul, hooking McGowan.
Yeah, he had his arm. They're going to call it on McGowan.
Wow. Here, I thought they got Lawrence because he pointed down to stay here.
Yeah, and I thought McGowan got hooked pretty well.
Wow. So McGowan picks up number 2. And he's talking to the official about that and
say they held me.
Well, that was almost an over and back right there. Good job there by Bond to get across the timeline. So now McGowan with 2 fouls. Here's Bond. Good ball movement once again. The big fella inside Lawrence tried to take the charge down low. That was Blair, but they didn't let him have it. And Lawrence now with 6. Millikin, after being outscored 5-0, coming back here to now take the 43-18 lead. Here's McGowan. Here comes the double team. McGowan spins to the baseline, missed it short, and coming away with it, McLean. Well, it's just one of those nights.
Yes, sir.
McLean, baseline drive, the kick out. Good ball movement again. Strotter misses the 3, and falling into the hands of McGowan is the rebound. Looking inside, trying to get it to Blair. Rocco Ritchie to McGowan. Stoudemire. Stoudemire saw double team right there coming at him. Harden drives, a lot of contact, and ball loose in the lane. I will wait and see. I think they're going to call the foul here on Millikin. And we've got a timeout on the floor, 43-18 Millikin.
So my goal is to get involved in space industry and learn about what lies beyond the Earth's horizon. I came across Rose Rocketry. I saw, hey, they're doing some really cool stuff. They're building rockets. I really grew a lot being as part of the team. Last year, through Rose Rocketry, I was able to attend SED's Space Vision 2022, which was a student conference for people who want to get involved in space. And I was able to go to Washington, D.C. and talk to so many people within the space industry who come together and say, this is what the next goals for space are. Being at Rose, I was able to hone my engineering skills to push myself to get involved in the field further and learn about all these different opportunities. And I don't think I would have really gotten that at a bigger university.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. And boy, by the time I'm done, you're going to want to go there because Coach is there all the time. If you want some great food for breakfast or lunch, make sure you check out Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe. They also specialize in baked goods, and what a time of the year to have some baked goods.
Brownies.
Daily specials open Wednesday through Sunday, 8 to 2. They're located at 6427 Oaklandon Road, Indianapolis.
Sloppy Joe's special on Thursday afternoon.
And get that with mayo and pickles?
Extra pickles.
Yes. Inbound, the ball was kicked on that last call. So Rose will have the basketball into the lineup. Savovich missed everything on that shot, and the long rebound by Bullock. The shooting percentages just keep going down here for Rose-Hulman. They just can't buy a basket in a regular situation here tonight. Lawrence back in the lineup. Off the screen is Strotter. Pull-up shot, and they hit everything. Wow. 8 points now for Nate Strotter. High screen, Studemeyer driving. Here is Blair for three. That's off the mark, and the rebound by Strotter. This is McLean. We will see Frazier Ott come back in for Millikin. Lawrence backing McGowan down. Lawrence, the kick out. Another pass here in the corner to Strotter, and hits another one.
Well, when you're hot, you're hot.
Down by 30 here in the second half. Savovich will find Blair. Blair against Lawrence, got cut off. Left hand, no. Well, even the two-footers won't fall for you tonight. This is McLean. Boy, and when you're up by 30, you have a lot of confidence shooting the basketball.
You really do.
This is Lawrence. You have no pressure whatsoever. Hey, great move by Strotter. Pull-up shot missed. Rebound battled for. Missing the shot there, and another rebound by Travis. Offensive rebounding big right here for Millikin. Lawrence to Strotter. Back to Lawrence. Loose ball. Turnover. Savovich back the other way. We'll find McGowan. Gets his shot blocked at the other end.
No contact there, huh?
Back the other way. Layup good by Travis. And he'll go to the line. Well, we thought maybe McGowan was drawing some contact at the other end, but no whistle. That foul, by the way, called on Savovich. That'll be number 2. Blair coming out. Also coming out of the lineup will be Studemeyer. Want to see Cole Pride come back in as we head to the free throw line. Troy McManus is back in for Rose-Hulman. And the free throw good as Travis now a perfect 3 of 3 from the line. McManus double team again. Even with that big lead, they go after McGowan. Shot way off the mark by McManus. Back the other way. Quickly down the floor is McLean, and he nearly double dribbled with it. Here's Ott against McGowan. Nice pass inside, reverse layup good by Bullock.
I have him unofficially for 8.
Everything going down here from Millikin. McGowan again, the double team.
Again.
They are not going to go away from that game plan. McGowan in the lane, can't even get the roll there. Millikin will slow it up here in the half court. McLean in the corner, another 3 on the way. Missed this time by Travis. And a rebounding foul on Frazier Ott. That'll be his first, I do believe. Timeout on the floor. 11:53 remaining. 53-18 Millikin.
So I started working on Babcock Ranch 16 years ago. We designed a sustainable community that is also storm resilient, and also it has a ton of flood control associated with it. It has 75 megawatt solar facilities on site, which will cover the entire 18,000 acre community. In September of 2022, we had Hurricane Ian. We had 150 miles an hour sustained winds for about 10 hours and 21 inches of rain. Babcock really had little to no damage at all. We were the only place in a 2-county area that had any electric or any available drinking water that did not need to be boiled. And Rose really prepares you to go out, think outside the box, and problem solve. And I think for any major at Rose-Hulman, that's what you're getting. You have the ability to go out and create something new and innovate and change the way that we live as humans today.
Back here again at Rose-Hulman. There were 3 other games played today. We promised we'd try to find those scores for you. And so that's what we're going to try to do right now. None of them affect the standings in the conference itself. What is today, by the way?
Today is the 18th. 19th. Yes, sir.
More time is flying, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I promise I'll get to that. They're a little slow coming up. Hanover beat Asbury 87-75. No report on the other 2 scores. Rose-Hulman basketball. We made it under 12 minutes. Here is Jenigas. 3-pointer missed. Rebound, and a nice rebound inside by McManus. Back to Jenigas. Layup good. He has 7, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Millikin basketball once again. McLean, boy, he is very fast. Just a lot of speed. He gets pushing the ball up the floor. You better hurry and get back. Good ball movement once again here by the Big Blue. 3-pointer by Strotter, and he is stroking it tonight.
I have him unofficially for 14.
And you're unofficially correct. His 3rd 3-pointer of the second half. Jenigas on the drive, the spin, the shot missed. Ball tipped off the backboard, and another miss there for Rose-Hulman. You've heard coaches say before, when you just have one of those games, sometimes you just burn the tape, don't show it to anybody, and forget about it, right?
Tomorrow's a new day.
Yep. They'll have time to get ready for the conference season. Short jumper good by Ott. But a lot of times you just want to forget a night like tonight. Here is the strong drive. Basket good by Harden. He has 9. Drive by McLean. Blocked inside. Ball loose. McLean somehow comes up with it. Well, he got hammered. No whistle there. 3-pointer in the corner's no good by Strotter. It goes out of bounds back over to Rose-Hulman.
Kind of like the intensity there.
I tell you what, I was watching McLean after he got hit and he fell down in the lane. He's kind of like, what'd I get hit by there? Sometimes, though, you know as well as I do, game like this, you kind of let them play, right?
Yes, sir.
I know a lot of times you talk about whether you should call these in that close as a foul called, and that'll put Harden at the line, but sometimes everybody's just trying to get it over with. Harden 2 for 2 from the line. By the way, Eddie Simon is back in for Rose-Hulman. Rocco Ritchie coming in. McManus will sit down. You ever do that? Just forget the game and move on?
I have done that to a lot of my tapes.
Yeah.
You know, we only won 12 games in my career.
No, that's me, not you. Second free throw is good.
No, you do. You just you go in the locker room and say, look, fellas, tonight was not our night. Let's go. Let's work. Take some time off, and then let's come work very hard because, you know, now you're thinking about Anderson.
Yeah. And realistically, you'd love to have gotten the win as Strotter gets a shot blocked, but this game means nothing. I mean, you're thinking about the conference.
Experience.
Yeah.
This is just experience.
How about that? I'll tell you what, Strotter is just stroking it. His 4 3-pointer in the second half. And again, as we mentioned, you're looking as Harden hits that one. That'll be a 2-point bucket. You're talking about 13 freshmen that are still. You only had 9 games coming in. You're not going to get everything you can out of 13 freshmen in 9 games. They will grow game by game, and this will be a learning experience that they'll use somewhere down the road.
Well, yeah, I mean, sometime in February when they're working at each other and they're in the conference tournament, they're going to look at this and say, okay, we grew up because of this game today.
Exactly. Bond able to hit that shot. Drive by Harden, no. Here come the Big Blue once again. In the corner, Strotter again.
My goodness.
It didn't matter where he's shooting it from now. Timeout on the floor. 66-26 Millikin.
Since we're doing...
Back once again here at Rose-Hulman. 8:20 remaining here in the second half. A 66-26 lead for Millikin. And how about Nate Strotter? I want to remind you, now I'm assuming the stats were correct. He had 14 yesterday, but he was coming in averaging just 2.3 points per game. He had just 3 at halftime. He has 5 3-pointers in the second half, 17 points in the ball game in the second half alone.
I knew a player like that back in the day.
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I woke up from my dream. Hey, we're pretty close for Christmas. Got all your Christmas done?
Yep.
Do you?
Sure do, yeah. I got you your gift, too. Same thing as last year, different color, just like what you got me. By the way, we're kind of curious now that we're on the air.
I got you a tie.
I know. Well, thank you. Yeah, I use that. Are you passing out the Christmas bonuses this year to all the employees of IndianaSRN?
You didn't get yours yet?
I haven't gotten it
yet.
Yeah.
You just got it.
I just got it.
Here's a quarter.
And the funny thing is about that, the water was free.
Oh, well, you owe me $1.
Final 8 minutes to go in this one. Jenigas back in. Nice entry pass down low to Eddie Simon. The kick out, 3-pointer missed by Rocco Ritchie. So far, Millikin not calling off the dogs in this one with a 40-point lead. Strotter gets it back to McLean. Or take that back, JT Welch for 3. His first points of the night, averaging 14.
Their stats from three-point land are 7 of 37 for 42%.
Take that anytime. Fadeaway jumper,
Nice.
Good at the other end by Cole Pride. His first 2. By the way, Lawrence back in, the big body out front setting that screen. Draws the double team off the dribble. That was Travis Here's Lawrence. Nice move. Right hand. Jump hook good. I'm not sure that in all the years I've been doing this that I've ever seen a team shoot that well at one end and on the other end not as good. The difference in the shooting percentage. Because it's going to be about 50% one way or the other here. Here's another three missed. Simon the rebound, and he missed the reverse layup on that one. Off the miss there by Cole Pride on the three. Here's another three on the way, and it is going down.
Threes for
Yep.
them.
Livingston, his first points. They've now scored 40 points in the second half. Here is Simon. Three-pointer. Air ball. Rebound. Shot on. That was good by Cole Pride on the fadeaway.
He's got 4.
We are going to see the changes coming. Spates will come in. He's out of Ben Davis High School. Strotter in the corner for three. Missed it. Lawrence goes hard to the floor, and he is hurt. Lower back, he got hung up there a little bit with Cole Pride and then ended up falling down. I think he's going to be okay, but he took a hard fall right there. And we have a timeout on the floor. 5:51 remaining, 72-30.
You an active athlete looking for enhanced performance, comfort, and recovery? Then Skins is the perfect choice for you. Our revolutionary sports compression product provides better oxygen flow in your muscles, helps reduce fatigue and pain from intense physical activity, allowing athletes to push their boundaries and perform better.
Skins helps keep everything, including you, on track.
So don't wait any longer. Get your Skins now and experience unbeatable performance.
Take your game to the next level with Skins.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Well, the injured player Lawrence is out of the lineup. Coming in now for Millikin will be Anthony Lewis, 6'1", junior out of St. Charles, Missouri. He wears again number 41. Tion Spates coming in out of Ben Davis High School in Indianapolis. He is a 6'7" sophomore. So Millikin's going to be playing a whole lot of new players, I'm sure, here down the stretch. With the basketball is J.T. Welch. He stays in the lineup. Off the screen, here is Lewis for three, no. Rocco Ritchie with a rebound. And the ball tipped out of bounds will stay right here with Rose-Hulman. Millikin will go to 6-6 on the season, their third straight win. Rose-Hulman will fall to 3-7. And again, as we mentioned, they will not play again until the 30th when they take on Anderson. Harden on the drive down the lane. He will miss it, but go to the line.
That's that nice little soft touch and still rode off. Reminder, Rose-Hulman's women will be playing Spalding on Friday.
I thought that was you had a good interview at halftime. And then we learned that as that free throw is good, one of the players, did you talk about one of the women basketball players? Is she now a baseball player?
That was
the
Jamie.
manager?
That was Jamie.
That was her.
Yeah,
So she's playing baseball.
Yep.
Okay.
She'll be playing second base.
Wow.
Yep.
Good for her.
Yep. Told her we hope to see her in the spring.
No kidding. Aston Sylvester's come in now for Rose-Hulman. Harden looks like he is done for the night.
Yeah, baseball. second baseman,
Yeah.
middle infielder.
Yeah.
She said she hits the ball pretty well. I tell you what, if she hits the baseball like she hits 3-pointers,
She's
she's pretty good. She can beat you in a game of horse, I guarantee you that.
Oh, that's unlikely.
Well, Jerry can even beat you in a game of horse, but
Terrell Doxey is in now for Rose-Hulman, who got a lot of changes both ways. Jack Murphy is in out of Westport, Connecticut. 3-pointer here by Travis. No good. Run down in the corner by Terrell Doxey.
see these players on the floor for Rose-Hulman to make a statement. You know, show coach.
Yep.
I like that they haven't given up. Continue to play strong defense.
By the way, Sam Piantek is in. We saw some playing time from him earlier in the year. And Jack Murphy, the 6'6" sophomore wearing number 55, as we mentioned in the lineup. Shot in the lane, good. That'll be Spates. Mentioned him out of Ben Davis.
Mom and Dad might be in the stands tonight.
Coming up on 4 minutes.
Travel down from Indianapolis.
Adams,
good.
Basket good. That's Gabe Adams out of Kalispell, Montana, the sophomore getting on the board.
College campus will be quiet starting Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
For at least 4 or 5 days, I'm sure. Hope you and yours will have a great Christmas
break. I will when I get that bonus check. I can't wait for that to come. It's got to be in the mail somewhere.
I'll make sure Jerry writes that to you tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Free throw is missed. Try to get some of these other players. By the way, Lance Hackney is in. Also into the lineup, Jackson Niedenbach here for Millikin. Glenn Powers is in as well. 3-pointer from the corner, good. There is Anthony Lewis. Boy, they have shot a ton of threes and made a ton of threes in the second half. Rose basketball. 3 in the corner, no good by Sylvester. And Millikin back the other way.
Shooting 38% three-point land.
What is it in the second half? It's got to be pretty good.
Pretty close. About 50.
Here's Spates. Shot clock down to 9. Powers. Shot on the way, missed it. And the rebound pulled down by Murphy. Rose-Hulman trying to push it up the floor. Here's Adams. Adams spins off to the baseline, missed it. Missed that shot off the front of the rim. We got a jump ball and the possession arrow in favor of Rose. Timeout on the floor, 78-34.
Anxious over algebra? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org. Confused by chemistry? Call Ask Rose, the free science and math homework helpline. It's free world-class tutoring. Just call, chat, email, or screen share. Learn more at AskRose.org.
78-34. We take a look at the upcoming schedule for Rose-Hulman's men. On the 30th, they play Anderson, and that we will have that broadcast for you. That's at 3 o'clock. That's a double dip game for you. The women's at 1, men's at 3. Then they're at Franklin, at Defiance, versus Earlham, versus Transylvania, and at Manchester. Finishes out with Bluffton, Manchester. Long season for that Heartland Conference. And they will be ready for the Heartland, and so will we.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, it goes fast.
Yeah, it does.
Because
the season's gone fast.
Yeah, because they'll be done by the time they start on the 30th. They're done by the 16th of February, and that's a lot of games in a short amount of time. Rose basketball missing that shot in the ball game, Diego Greer. And they'll say stepped on the sideline. So 2:32 remaining. Millikin has outscored Rose in the second half, 44-21. And Rose had scored the first 5 points of the second half.
Yes, sir.
Spates on the drive, blocked from behind. He's standing out of bounds. When the ball touches him there, it'll go over to Rose-Hulman. Harry Weston in the lineup now, a freshman for Rose-Hulman. And James Stacy misses that one. Stacy out of Fishers, a 6'9" freshman. 17-footer is going to be missed the other way by Niedenbach. And we're under 2 minutes remaining. Going to see the last two players coming off the bench for Millikin. Benny Smith is also in for Rose-Hulman. Smith out of Ritter High School in Indianapolis. Foul's going to be called on number 43, which is Lance Hackney. So Jameer Campbell is in, and Jameer wearing number 10 now for Millikin. And Evan Hauser is in. Turnover there for Rose. They'll run the floor the other way. Layup good by Jameer Campbell. Rose-Hulman back the other way. Shot good by Benny Smith. Baseline drive, the kick out. Top of the key three is going to be missed by Hauser. And now Rose back the other way. Greer will find Smith. Back to Greer, he hit the three. And we're under a minute to go. It's going to be a foul call against Hayden Days. Days out of DeMott, Indiana, played at Kankakee Valley. And we'll go to the line, I believe, for three right here for Glenn Powers. Powers able to hit that one. He's out of Columbia, Illinois, just a sophomore.
Millikin will be traveling home tonight.
And after a win in the first game of the round robin and a win here today, as mentioned, they will even their record at 6-6 on the year. All three good there by Powers. Could be the final possession tonight for Rose-Hulman. Turnover. Millikin running the floor the other way, and they lay up good by Evan Hauser. Pass lobbed inside. The big fella with the right hand. Nice play there by number 50, which is Hayden Days. And we are under 10. Millikin will hold the basketball here and put an exclamation point on this one here tonight. Your final score, Millikin 85, Rose-Hulman 41. As we mentioned, Millikin winning their third in a row. They will even their record at 6-6. Rose-Hulman falling to 3-7 in this one here tonight. Really the big story, as we said before, it'll be the shooting. That once you see the final stats of this one here tonight, the shooting just wasn't there for Rose-Hulman. Millikin able to hit a ton of threes in the second half. They ended up scoring 51 points in the second half after a 34-point first half. And the other story is that Rose-Hulman could not get Miles McGowan going. Every time he touched the basketball, he was double and triple team.
Double, triple team caused a little bit of frustration, but you take this one, and as you said earlier, you take this film and you burn it.
Yeah.
You just burn it and you don't look at it, and you get ready. Take some time off for Christmas break, get ready to play Anderson.
It'll be Anderson on the 30th of December. 3 o'clock will be the tip-off time. That'll be men and women's doubleheader right here at RHIT.TV. Thanks for being with us. Your final score tonight, Millikin 85.
Merry Christmas,
Rose-Hulman 41. And yes, Merry Christmas. And thanks for being with us right here on RHIT.TV.